Hey YouTube, it's me again. Another update right off the bat. There's just a couple of things that I've been thinking about that I wanted to talk about. Basically, first things first, I received a donation shortly after I posted my last video to my top surgery fund for $1,000 from a name that I don't recognize. I have no idea who this person is, but basically, it's like a goddamn Christmas miracle. I'm just absolutely stunned and so excited. Basically, this donation has um, really, I feel, made surgery possible where I was kind of freaking out before about the fact that it could maybe not happen. So at this point, I just need to raise $1,800 in order to be able to afford my surgery. I have 2 months in which to do it, and I have a friend who wants to put on another fundraiser for me. So it's just so exciting, and it's looking like this is something that can actually happen. Um, I don't know. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. So whoever you are, if you found me on YouTube and donated because of that. I mean, just thank you, thank you. I absolutely can't thank you enough. It's yeah, you're like a hero. Not unlike a superhero. Um, yeah. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some recent changes. Basically, lately, after the 1 year mark, my facial hair started coming in a huge way, and now it's like the big change that I'm still kind of waiting on. It's also the thing that's kind of changing fast. Like body hair is coming in such a huge way, and facial hair also. So I just can't wait to rock a beard, and that's so exciting too. And there's also the general sensation of like body fat finally sort of moving around, and redistributing, and I'm just becoming leaner, and I work out a lot, but it's just been lately that I feel like things are kind of like really, like I feel like I'm just getting hard all over. So that's really cool too. And maybe I'll post some images of me flexing so you guys can see my body. I'm a little nervous about doing that kind of stuff. But maybe I'll save that for after my top surgery in under 3 months. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I just for an update in case I haven't mentioned it, I got a message from someone who was unsure who I chose as a surgeon, so I'm not sure if I've really been talking about it that much, but it is Garamoni. And yeah, so stoked. Yeah, maybe once I'm done that, I'll have the confidence to kind of posture around the camera and take shirtless photographs of myself. So who knows? But I'll definitely talk about like kind of working out and my routine and the things that have really worked for me because I know a lot about masculinizing your body with the use of weightlifting, both pre and post testosterone. So yeah, that's definitely something that I want to kind of post some information on. I also sometimes design workout routines for people. I just wanted to put that out there too. I have a lot of friends who are transmasculine spectrum folk and who want specific things basically from their weightlifting routines. And basically they'll come to me and I'll sit down and I'll go okay, and I'll do a little workout routine that usually involves like these are the things you should focus on with diet. This is things you can do to boost your testosterone, and these are specific workouts that can help you achieve the gains that you would like to. So if anyone ever wants help on that sort of stuff, I'd be more than happy to extend similar services to people online. I'm definitely in a space lately where I want to be doing a little bit more giving back to the community in whatever ways that I can. So that's definitely a service that I can offer that I was just thinking about recently. I was just watching the latest update from Video Kid Sam, who is, just a lovely, lovely person. Check out his videos if you haven't already. And who is obviously my number one YouTube crush. So he basically posted a couple of poems, and I realized that I haven't really talked about poetry much on YouTube, and I've always been kind of tempted to share stuff, but I've never really done it. I am a slam poet at times. I performed and competed at the Canadian Festival for Spoken Word, not this year, but the year before, and I really love uh, poetry and spoken word in general. So I'm going to go ahead and perform a poem for you guys too. And it's basically, I write a lot of love poetry because I'm kind of a sappy guy. And this is the first poem that I've ever actually sat down and been able to write about transition and trans stuff. There's always been a block in writing about gender stuff for me. So this happened sort of semi recently, and yeah, I figured it might be appropriate to share it on my channel. It's just about transition. It's about love. It's about hope and kind of coming into those things. Um, so I'll just go ahead and read it for you guys. A little bit nervous, so bear with me. Okay. Why stop now, unless you're stopping for stopping's sake? And you've never been a man who shies from his mistakes, so take heart, and you do. And you want to tell the nurse about the night your mother drunk drove you home from your girlfriend's house, when you saw God in the wild arc of the headlights, read a prayer in the mist on the rain-streaked window, and in the sudden wild swerve towards the road's weary shoulders, the life that flashed before you wasn't your own. Belonged to some unknown little boy, white-knuckling seatbelts. The nurse draws syringes of hormones, and you want to read her a poem. In the same tone you use when you wish on loose eyelashes, you want to tell her, head lent close, in companionable, terrified whisper gasps. But you're just a little boy again, with your hands clenched. And so, why stop now? You met this girl on a ferry shuttling folks freshwater bound across estuaries, and you wept to taste the salt in her mouth. So, why stop? When interrupting this dance after 2.5 beats means that you and her will never give birth to a waltz, and the only thing you've ever been able to give her is your grace, flawed, like the Sunday school dresses you had to wear when you were 8, because you've never been a graceful man. But she knew this about you the first time she grabbed your hand and pressed the back of it to her cheek, and you could feel her palm reading the silhouette of your life when you tried to catch the steam of her breath that night, just before she kissed you. So breathe deep. Breathe as though breathing itself might catch the wind to set the swing set in your chest swinging. Breathe as though you weren't hoping that the things hinged on your heart would play themselves. There are night terrors drawing their own bows across the strings of your clothes, so let them go. And you will hear the song they have to sing as she admires with the bated breath of worshippers kneeling before altars, so that you might realize that your body is a gift. Why stop now? In the dead of a night that the joints in your wrists and thighs are begging you to live through. A night that closed its eyes at last on a sky that blushed to see you smile, now that your cheeks have taught you a new kind of conversation with your razor blade. You have dreamt of rasping your stubble across her floating ribs to hear her laugh. And on your first date, with your newer, thicker skin, did you flirt so boldly the waitress forgot your drinks, and so did you? Did you insist on slow dancing to the beat of your heart in the living room? Did you stay up late to paint songbirds over your bed and wake up covered in molted feathers, humming a tune you've never heard, so you could try to hear how hollow bones sing psalms with the wind? Did you catch the potential in that moment, opening you up so wide that the colored glass in the cathedral of your ribs danced firelight in your revelation? And did you finally witness how streetlights whisper sunset just before the dawn? Why stop now, when you could just keep on? All right, so that is a poem that I haven't practiced much lately. And I tend to get kind of breathless when I'm reading poetry, and I'm nervous, and I don't have them memorized. So anyways, wanted to share. Yeah, once again, thank you to whoever donated that $1,000. You know, I just don't even know what to say. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I hope everyone's doing good, and I'll keep y'all posted. Okay, take care.